Up, Kefnet. What's up, Chris? What you whelping about? I was going to do this off cam, and then I just figured, what the hell? We'll punch go live and hang out with you guys. Hello, panties. Just crap gear rolls from young Senya being annoying. Welcome to Epic 7. Okay, we know roughly what I can get out of Lionheart Sirmia. Let's see what we can get out of Crow and decide who's going to be best in this situation. So we'll shoot for a 140 speed, 143 speed Crow, and then we will just run with whoever is maxing our score out. Oops. 154 is pretty close to 143. $33.85. $33.44. Well, let's just run it. Ah! Tell me it saved it. Ugh. What's up, save? Is the Renok teaser at 10 a.m.? It is at 7 a.m. Eastern time, I think. 4 a.m. Pacific. 10 a.m. UTC, I think. Be like 10 or 11 p.m. Korean time. Hang on, let me get you an exact time. That's the wrong button. I just opened up Steam. Give me 1 second. I got the exact time here saved. $10 a.m. UTC. Where did the old story go? What old story, Winsy? Which one are you talking about specifically? Talking about just like the story in general story, like chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all that stuff? If that's what you're talking about, excuse me, if that's what you're talking about, you just go into the episodes blank, and you can click on this little 7 inside the diamond right here and bring up the chapters to go to the various stories. And you can also click this magnifying glass out to zoom out to the continent map, and then zoom all the way out to the world map and go to whatever story you want. Hopefully that's what you're talking about. If you're talking about where did unrecorded history go, that went into the Book of Memories. And there's no reason to farm it. You can still go in, but there's literally no reason to farm it. It's just crap. Should I pull Captain Crow as a new player? I would not, Golfy. He's really, really, really good in PvP, but if you're a brand new player, you probably won't have much use for him for about like 6 months or so. I would wait for something that's, you know, fun and usable now. If your goal is to get into PvP, if you really like the idea of RTA and stuff, then sure, you can pick him up as an investment hero, but he won't do a lot for you early or mid game. He's a late to end game player. Who can replace Aramantha? Surin. Fire Surin, Dizzy. Dizzy would be ideal if you have her. Carrot would probably work. Bihu would probably work. Anybody that can spam debuffs, and ideally who is an AoE. Oh yeah, if you got Dizzy, Dizzy might even be better than Aramentha. I'm just using Dizzy because I'm just using Aramentha because not a lot of people have Dizzy. Okay, Crow, let's see how you stack up. I need to make sure I use Crow's S3 right before the break phase. Honestly, I'm so bummed out I missed Full Metal Alchemist and Overlord collabs. I love those two series too much. I mean, I could tell you could search for buy Epic 7 accounts, but that's not really, you know, allowed by the terms of service. I mean, I could tell you there's sites out there where you can drop some money and get the accounts that have the collabs on them, and that if you keep your mouth shut about it, nobody's ever been banned for it. I could, but I'm not going to because that would be against the terms of service. I get it, man. It sucks when it's like your favorite IP too. Man, I freaking forgot to S3 and now I'm eating a bunch of burns. Annoying. Hey, you're welcome, Vesper. I really want to get this done so that I can get it done, and then I got like 3 other videos that I need to get up, and I need to get them done before this Renok thing. I got some weekend plans, so I want to get some like scheduled so they'll just automatically come out and I can actually maybe get a little sleep for a change. Immunity up. Oh shit, wrong. Oh, God damn it. We're just starting this over because we are not paying attention. Not me, evidently, Chris. Not me, evidently. Heal up. And this one. You know what? I didn't expect Benny Mar to become such a good counter to Senya team comps. I hear people have been using him. I'm still skeptical that he is anything but terrible, but if you're having success with him, go for it, man. How many carrots should I be receiving in 3-7 Eulogy? In 30 runs, a few hundred. I'm running it in the background. We can check here. I mean, it is kind of RNG immunity this time. I just want Benny's already. It's so good. It's okay. It's not as used as you'd think, but it is nice. Pop. Okay, I think we're good here. Okay, cut Crow. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is perfect. Right? Yeah. Perfect. Well, S1. Well, S2 for 2 debuffs. And then we want to get Vigor here. How long does that Vigor stay up for? Tell me it's 3 turns. It's only 2. Oh, well, it is what it is. And we'll do this. Into the break phase. Pop, pop. Okay. I don't trust Cecilia to cut, so I gotta push Cecilia up. Why does my Heart of Orbis keep pinging me when there's nothing to do? It wants you to collect the reward. It wants you to lock in the reward. Just resist the urge. It happens to me every time I log in the game. It's like, Heart of Orbis, so you can collect your 20 Leafs and not try to get 20 Molagora next Monday. I agree. Okay, so this is the hitter for 4, and that's going to remove the buff. And then we attack buff. And then we defense buff. And then we AoE. First selector if you already have Destina Ravi. Type out the other options if you don't mind. I know it's a lot of typing. You can abbreviate it, right? Just like first few letters of each one. Dizzy. Bastio, Dizzy is ideal. If you don't have Dizzy, then anybody who can stack debuffs, it'd be ideal if they have an AoE, but you could run Carrot, you could run Bihu, you could run Zealot Carmen Rose, you could run Fire Surin, all kinds of options. Okay, we're up to 6. See how hard this hits. I don't think that... Guys, that's garbage. That's garbage compared to what freaking LHC was doing. Yeah. Lionheart hit way harder. Why is that? Let me see your S3 skill. I bet I know why. That's why. This skill hits hard. This is his nuke because it penetrates defense, and she's got 0 defense. She's got 0 defense in the break phase. And that's why this is not hitting super hard. He had defense buff. Didn't he? He had defense buff, right? I mean, I got Dorcas here. I don't know. I mean, Dorcas' skill is on cooldown. I don't know how he wouldn't have had defense buff. Okay. We're going back to Lionheart. God, I thought for sure with Vigor, but it's because this is his big nuke. We could try it the other way around. We'll use the S3 first. Let's try it the other way around just to see. Can Rowana be replaced instead of Doris? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't think you would. It's possible. You can try it. It's possible. Fire Acades or Tamarin are probably your best bets if you don't have Dorcas. Doris just makes it a lot easier to prep inside of the break phase, or to be in the break phase and to prep for the break phase. I've been playing for a week or so now, but I'm stuck at episode 4, chapter 10. Ooh, the Zeo stage. That is a hard one. I'm grinding hard on my new account to try to get there. Maybe I'll do a little bit of the new, if we get this, maybe I'll pull up the new account, do a little bit more. Where can I see what builds you're running for this? You can ask me between phases and I'll show them to you. Let's see. And you go here. You go here. Chop, chop, and now we're ready. How are we looking? We are perfect. Dead solid perfect. We'll just heal up here. Double debuff here. Vigor up here. Blabbo. And attack buff up here. Push us into the phase. Oh my god, I used the wrong skill. I'm such a dumbass. Good job, Tristen. I'm a professional. I just finished the run. I just finished the 30 runs on E7. Got 160 carrots, 10 golden carrots. That's. I think that's about what I got. I think I got 140 and 20 on my last one. That sounds reasonable. Do you think 200k crafting max is a good amount to start crafting? Should have a couple 20s in that. Is it worth throwing 180 powder for a second Crow Artie? See what Renok's Artie looks like first. And, and on the outside chance Renok's limited and her Artie is insane, you'll be glad you saved the powder. If it's not insane and it's not limited, I'd pick up a second Crow. I think that's a good one to F2 of. Screaming. Burning. Next round. Next round is the thing. It won't be Wind Rider. It won't be Wind Rider. There's no chance. Why would they make a whole new unit and give people less reasons to pull past pity? Break. Okay, got that one. It's possible. It's possible she could be limited. It's about the right timing for it, but we don't know. I haven't even looked for an auto comp white base. I'm even bothered. Yeah, and having Wind Rider be orphaned like that, it's going to make people want to do the class summons where you can go chase artifacts more. So I think they'll leave that one orphaned. Okay, we'll do this one because I only need one debuff now. Okay, good. Pop, pop. And I've got to push Cecilia up to get the second hit. And we'll do this skill. Pop, pop. There's a 4-hitter. We'll use this skill to re-up the vigor. We can't use his S3 first because it's got such a gigantor fucking CR push in it. Can we go around the horn? Defense buff. Okay, you'll lose your 2-hitter. That's okay. AoE, and as long as... I don't know if Aramantha can double lap, though. Candlestick. Oh, come on. Doris's S3 is... okay, good. We got Candlestick. I think I can S3 here. I can. And I'll push Aramantha ahead of Crow. And here. Yeah, well, it depends white-based. We don't really know how that banner's going to work, if everything's going to be available, if they're going to choose it. And this skill should hit harder than the number 1 skill. Nah, guys, LHC is just stronger. Oh, not LH. Yeah. Lionar Sirmia is just better at this. Wow, that's crazy. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah, not only was it worse, it was harder to coordinate. You don't have Lionheart Sirmia? Well, just use Crow. It wasn't that difference. She did like 12 million, he did like 8 million. It's still good enough to get into the top 100. In fact, if you look, the majority, the bulk of the top 100s are probably using Crow. Yeah, look at this. His number 2 guy is using Crow. Same team I'm using, he's just using Crow. That's what we were wearing. Man, imagine giving up 3,000 HP for +1 defense. All right. How's our imprints look? Oh, man, Cecilia. Defense AoE imprint. That would have been great. All right. The multiplicative nature of the boosts from that you get from Holotrials, combined with the fact that not a lot of people have defense scaling rage sets laying around, wasn't even close. Oh yeah, my Lionheart's +15. She earned it just by being amazing. I guess theoretically Arcanum, it could be better, but that's a tall ask. That kind of a gear layout. Okay, this looks fine. Pop, pop, pop. Do this. Do this. All the way to the back of the line. We need 2 debuffs, so there we go. You can just use Crowl, Zark, or you could use Grace of Growth. Just take whoever you have on Grace of Growth off, wait 3 days, bang out Holotrials, swap them back. Yeah, search TristenWulf units or TristenWulf selector units. There's tier lists on all of the selectors. There is no ML selector, however. Be aware of that. No such thing as an ML selector. Shadow Phoenix, thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. What am I doing here? Oh, we're in the break phase. We are... Where's Sirmia? Way the fuck back there. We got to push her up. That'll take her to 71. Okay, we push up Sirmia. S3CC, that'll get us 2 more hits. Pop. Pop. Single hit here. Attack buff. 1, 2. Defense buff. Three, 4, and last AoE. 5, 6. Big bang attack. Pop. So much better. That's crazy. Let me see. There's no way she'll cut Lionhearts or cut a freaking Era, so I can't push her up again. It'd be nice, right? If I could get... If I took a little speed off of Era, that Lionheart could cut. Oh, well. We take what we can get, right? Let's push her anyway. Why not? I mean, the issue for poor Crow is that there's no defense in the break phase. That's all that's stopping him. So defense pen skills do nada. Smack. Smack. Schmack. Schmack. Scream. Prophetic Candlestick. Aw. It's okay. Heal up. I just came back to E7 after 2 years, and I'm so lost. Good to see a lot of content creators cover the story. And yeah, I gotta like a literally just follow through, man. Literally just play it and follow along kind of a guide. And Sue's got a much more concise guide that tries to explain everything. And you know, I just put up a walkthrough. Sue put up like the cliff notes, and Deity's like, you want to watch a 5-hour stream of somebody playing early game Epic 7? Here you go. So, you know, whatever suits your needs, whatever floats your boat. But feel free to ask any questions you have. Oh, hell yeah, I'm glad receding. It's paying the bills. It's making chat more fun and engaging. Yeah. I wish it could be like this all the damn time. I hope they can keep the momentum up. Okay. We are going to need to push up Sirmia here. There's no other way. That's 2 debuffs. If that Cecilia doesn't cut, we're screwed. Cut Cecilia. We've got a chance. It's a small one, but we got a chance. All I need is for Doris to stick her blind. Take it from 2 to 1, Doris. Let's go. Bam. 80%. Nice. We win. We win. Winners win. Okay, how are we now? Where is... Oh, we are perfecto. We can just defense buff here. We'll attack buff here. A collab next month will go nuclear. Man, my dream, right? My dream is May collab, June summer units, July World Cup, August anniversary, September dash event, October collab, and then we're into the holidays. If they can pull off that pace, oh my god, it would be so good. Did I buy the Fene pack? It opens her banner. Oh, you're asking Chris. I'm not sure it's still available. I think it might be gone. Oh yeah, that's more copium than I've ever worn under my tinfoil hat, that's for sure. I am worried that Cecilia is not going to cut. She should cut 9%. 9% across 50%. I mean, there's nothing else to do. It's either I do this push or I waste an S1. And I pushed the wrong unit. And I don't think Cecilia's cutting, guys. Way to go, Tristen. Way to go. I'm my own worst enemy, guys. They were planning an anime a number of years ago. They were planning an anime in 2019, and then they abandoned the idea. They pitched it to Netflix. They couldn't reach an agreement on it. They decided it would take way too much of their development time away from the game, so they kind of shit-canned that idea and decided to focus on the game a little bit more, which is a good thing they did, because 2019 through 2021, those were from some fat times. No collab in April? Don't know. Don't know. I don't know. Is it unfortunate? Maybe. I mean, we all would have liked to have seen a collab, but how many games have we seen that have done collabs that are good? It's been like 2. There you go, Gregory. Exactly. Immunity. Burn me now. It can. It can also be so bad that it King's Raids your entire game, right? Wasn't their anime so terrible that, like, the game EOS'd or damn near EOS'd? I wonder how many people watched Arcane, started playing League of Legends, and went, this isn't anything like the anime. Chop, chop. Are we there yet? Okay, we're there. Era cuts, so we're good. So I'm just going to do this. Oh, wait. Era cuts. I just realized what I said. Maybe Era doesn't cut. Oh, good. It's perfect. Ammo. That speed buff, right? It's that speed buff that changes things. We need 2 debuffs, so it's an S3. I watched a trusted video, and there's... Surely, Xeno. Surely. Sure, Bastio. Remind me again, though. I've got the attention span of a goldfish. Sirmia. Catch up. Hopefully this doesn't push you in front of Cecilia. Ooh, it was close. It was close. Close is fine. Pop. Pop. Okay. That gets us the 4, so now we can get rid of the defense buff. Gandhi. And now we'll attack buff. 1, 2. Defense buff. Well, look, right? Guild Wars is up pretty soon. 5. Shit. Thanks for reminding me. My Guild War defense is missing gear because I'm doing this. 5, 6. Okay. Big bang attack. Pop. Pop. Ow. I doubt I'll be up that late, Loki. Literally, once I get this, I'll probably log off and turn it into a video. I was just sitting here alone, being bored, doing this fight over and over again. I was like, why don't I just stream this? Answer some questions, hang out. When is Renok info coming out? Renok info should be out in 10 hours. 10 hours. If my math is right. 7 a.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. UTC. Is that right? Hang on. 10 a.m. UTC, 6 a.m. Eastern time, 3 a.m. Pacific time. That makes sense? So 6 a.m. So what? 6, 7, 8, 9 hours? Until the Renok reveal. There you go. For those of you who missed it, this was posted on Epic 7 social media. Yeah, reset. When your Guild Wars end, or not when Guild Wars, but when the game resets The Renok info should be out. What are we doing here? We are healing up. Schmackage. Well, not your reset time. Keep forgetting. Wait, what server are you on that your resets in 2 hours? EU. Interesting. I don't know why I thought their reset was the same as ours. Damn, Illusial. That's mean. We need some more hits in. More hits. Oh, he's thinking Guild War reset. Gotcha. Here. And you're getting ready to scream at me, aren't you? Yes, you are. So how about some immunity? No, Aramentha does 2. Aramentha does 2, and Cecilia does 2, and Doris potentially does 2, but Doris has a 20% miss rate. So if you want to go with somebody to replace Aramentha that only does 1 debuff, then consider that you're gambling on Doris, not 20%ing your run. The PvP is kind of rough. It's kind of whaley here. The arena's not terrible, but it's not great. The draft mode arena can be really, really fun, especially if you're new. But yeah, RTA, man, you're swimming with sharks. It's a 7-year-long event, and people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on this game. You know, swimming in the low end of arena, not so bad, but getting into the competitive side of it, it's almost better to buy an account than to try to build up from scratch at that point. It's what a lot of people do. A lot of people, if they really, really like the PvP, but they just don't have an account that gets them there, they just go get an account, which is totally against the terms of service, and you shouldn't do it. I'm not recommending it, but, you know, that's what most people do. What am I doing here? Okay, who do I need to push? Let's see. Hey, thank you for the sub, Coden. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Tristen for WUL.
That's right. Whatever you said. Okay, 2 debuffs here. And I'm going to push Sirmia up. I want her to go... Fuck! I didn't realize she was so far down. Still doable. This is still doable. This is still doable. Not gonna be easy. No. Not rip yet. We got 1, 2... 3, and Dorcas is 4. Rip run. You just S1. US3. Run saved. 1, 2. Defense buff gone. And I think this is perfect. Defense buff up. Attack buff. Re-upped. 1, 2. All of this. 3, 4. And then this. 5, 6. And it doesn't really matter. think you hit the hardest. Crack. And big bang attack. Oh, show me a big score. Show me a big score. 1, 2, pop. 28 million. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. We just need to not screw up this last hit. Heal up. Hit. Blammo. Scream. Prophetic Candlestick. Ah, oh, damn. I really could use the Candlestick proc there. Let's... Do I want to cycle? I don't think I need to cycle. I'm just going to S1, get the hit in. Get the hit in here. Smack. Don't have immunity. That's unfortunate. I don't need it. She's just going to S1 here. Chop, chop. Think we're okay. Okay, hear me out. I'm going to cycle myself, and then when she screams, she'll prop Prophetic Candlestick, and I can S2. Right? Easy game. Hit. Hit. Actually, it was my own worst enemy. If I hadn't done that, I'd have immunity up right now. Oh my god. There's 2 debuffs. I need to go around the horn on you. Do I? I don't think I do. I just push phase now, and then she's reset, and she can push up any AoE unit for this one. I think I'm good. Let's not fuck around here. Let's see. Is there anything I'm possibly missing? You'll either lap and it's fine, or you won't lap and then she'll push you up and then it's fine. We go. This is fine. Sirmia. It's significantly harder. She's twice as fast. She's twice as fast. So she'll move 2% for every 1%. And she's got to move 32%. And she has got to move 25%. Was she twice as fast? You know what? I'm fucking around. Oh, god damn it, the math. 22%. Sirmia moves 22%, and Araminta is going to move slightly less than double. So 22%, 44%. 44% is 96%. It's not enough. Wait, it's 32%. Half of 32, double 30. It is enough. It is enough. She won't cut. Oh, you know why she won't cut? That's why she won't cut. That right there. Oh my god. I almost did it again. This is almost the second time I've forgotten the speed buff. Okay, we definitely have to push. We push, who are we gonna push? I think we push Cecilia, because Araminta's got the most cut potential. No, that's dumb. We push Era. And then Cecilia goes right after. Okay, Era. And we'll attack buff. 1, 2. And then we remove the defense buff. I'm so glad you didn't die, Cecilia. I can't tell you how glad I am you didn't die. Guess we'll just immunity up here. 1, 2. 4. Defense buff. Defense buff. Okay, air. Oh my god, Cecilia. Please, Cecilia. Please. Please, Cecilia. Don't do this to me, Cecilia. Oh, 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 oh. God damn it. My heart can't take this, guys. Let's go. Pop. Pop. Big bang attack. Bam. That really says 47 million. With authority. Woo. God damn. That was tough. Not an easy one. Not an easy one. Once you set it up, it's straightforward, but man, not an easy one. But still missing 10 days? Oh yeah, like, I'm not... this video will go up and people will just destroy my score, and then Illusion will be like, you know, maybe if I use E-Not, and then he'll have 80 million, because that's what Illusion does. You know, it's... I don't care. As long as I can get there, touch greatness, then let everybody else blow me out of the water, I'm good. I'm good. Yay. Yeah. Oh, wait. What'd I do? Equip and activate the destruction set on Mui. The destruction set? Not but the?
Hey, Tristen, who do you think our next summer unit will be also which ML5 would you like to see get a...
Which ML5 would like to see get an EE? Operator Sigrid. And, Lionheart Sirmia. I think the two of them need it the most to be usable. OpSig and Lionheart. And what do you think our next summer unit will be? Well, that's easy. I know I shouldn't be showing you guys leaks, but here you go. Summer Dark Corvus. You guys ready? Summer Dark Corvus. Are your wallets ready? Dad bod Corvus. I don't know why, but I feel it would sell more than Tamarin. I need my eyes bleached. Look, another hint that it's a bleach collab. All pulling together. Okay, so you're saying any destruction set will do then, huh? And the guy that I promised I would show you the stats. In fact, let me do that right now. Let me record my intro for Hall of Trials, and I'll show off the stats while we're at it. Okay. I'll pause the music because I'll lay the music over afterwards because I've been having trouble stabilizing the music in my videos. What's up, Epic 7? Welcome to this week's Hall of Trials video. This week, we will be dealing with Rampaging Abyssal Euphine. Now, this is a very technical fight, but it's one with a lot of options. If you're just looking for a triple S plus team to get your Path of Orbis missions done, check the video linked in the description. It will show you how to do that super easy with relatively early game gear and free-to-play units. But if you're wanting to push that high score, if you're wanting to push that high score, you're wanting to get Dagger Sakar banged out, this is the team for you. So the way I set this up was a little bit of a surprise. Usually Hall of Trials is all about selling the new unit. So everybody's like, oh, back row's got to be a warrior, and you want fire units, and should be a defense scaler, and you're not allowed to crit. Well, that just screams Crow, but I found that Lionheart Sirmia, that's right, Lionheart Sirmia does significantly more damage than Crow every time I set her up. Now, if you don't have Lionheart Sirmia, Crow is a great second replacement. If you don't have Lionheart Sirmia or Crow, go with Designer Lilibet. If you don't have any of those three, try Fire Corvus. He is a defense scaling fire warrior. He would work perfectly. Outside of those four, you're probably not getting top 100. I think that's about your only options for top 100. As for a Cecilia replacement, you could use Fire Charlotte or you could use Brieg. But just be aware that Fire Charlotte's got RNG with her debuffs, and Brieg only has one debuff, so it's going to be a little harder. You're going to have to rely on a little more RNG to get into the break phase because you need 4 debuffs to get into the break phase. That's why I'm going with Aramentha. Aramentha has got 2 debuffs on her S3 and 1 debuff on her S2, combined with 2 debuffs on Cecilia's S2. That gets me more than enough. And then Doris as my healer, mostly because she gives a defense buff, and Corvus, Crow, Sirmia, they're all Lilibet, they're all defense scalers, so she benefits from the defense buff, and also her S3 to be able to push units around is choice, and she has an 80% chance of blind, giving me a fifth or sixth debuffs. The more debuffs, the better. It makes it more stable. Now, if you do not have Doris, you can run Acades. Just realize you have a lower chance of a debuff on her S3, but she's a stronger healer. You could also run Tamarin. Tamarin's a little trickier to manipulate, but she does have an AoE on her S1 that does make it a little easier to stack the AoE hits inside the break phase. So those are kind of your options, right? So those are kind of your options for your healer. And as for your principal debuffer to replace Aramentha, probably the best replacement for Aramentha is going to be Dizzy. Not a lot of people have Dizzy. She is a collaboration unit. If you don't have Dizzy, go with any other debuffer. Ideally one that's got an AoE that can stick multiple debuffs. Carrot would work. Bihu would work. You could probably get away with using Surin. Surin doesn't have AoE, so you're not going to rack up as high of a score, but you could probably use Surin, who immediately pushes you into the break phase, and then run Charlotte in front, because Surin's got all 4 debuffs in one package. So then you run Fire Charlotte in the front, so you got AoEs from her, and you could run Tamarin, so you got AoEs from her, and that'll make it easier to stack up the AoEs inside the break phase. So those are kind of your options, but let's get into the units and how they're built. First is my Lionheart Sirmia. Lionheart Sirmia is in the back. The back unit cannot crit. So no kidding, no stats matter but defense. I literally just went into manage equipment, ran the defense all the way up, ran every other stat all the way down, and used every piece of gear on the account, and this is what I got: a triple defense set, Aramentha with 3,475 defense. I put her on Our Beautiful Seasons. If you don't have this, the Strawberry Cake artifact works well too, gives you 20% extra damage. You don't have either of these, then just use Symbol of Unity. It's a 16% damage booster, but that works fine. Since she's a defense scaler, the attack buff doesn't matter that much. You can try Cruel Mischief and see if the attack stacks give you even more damage. I didn't test that. Those are kind of your options for a damage artifact. The second fastest unit on my team is Aramentha. Sorry, not second fastest. The fastest unit on my team is Aramentha. I put her on the Devil artifact. I thought it would be a fun way to take the edge off of the damage. I don't think it was needed. I was never really in a position where I was worried about dying, but hey, a little bit of extra healing, increasing the healing power, that I felt it helped out. But you could run whatever artifact on your debuffer that you want. Just remember that artifact debuffs do not count towards your total to push phase. So things like Sierra Wren and Torn Sleeve for Thieves, they're not going to proc debuffs when it matters. As for her speed, as for her build, you want her at least to have 10k health or she's just gonna die. Once it's just not enough health to stay alive. So make sure she's above 10k health, and then pump the rest into speed. Again, the other stats don't matter. If you can give her a little bit of damage, every little bit helps, but your back row is 99% of your damage. So don't stress damage too much. Just make sure she's got what it takes. And don't worry about effectiveness. Everything is guaranteed in Hall of Trials, so you don't have to worry about, you don't need any effectiveness to do this. For her EE, I just left the one that's normally on her. I don't think any of them matter. The 10 speed is all that really matters. Oh, and turn her imprint off if you have one so that you can give some attack to Sirmia. A buck's a buck. Yeah, she's a defense scaler, but attack still counts. Next is our front row unit, Cecilia. Cecilia just needs to be faster than your Sirmia. My Sirmia was, 143 speed, so she's faster, but not a lot faster. But you do want her faster because she'll occasionally need to cut and lap. I put her on Rise of a Monarch because it gives 10% defense to all allies, and that will help Sirmia do more damage. It was a good damage booster. You can try Arius, but I'm worried that much damage will make your Cecilia explode. So I think this is the best bet for making sure your Cecilia doesn't die. The barriers are kind of nice too when she takes a turn. As for her EE, it doesn't matter. None of the E's will have any effect in this fight. So, wait, is that true? Yeah, you can't slow the image. None of the E's have any effect in this fight, so just pick whichever one you want. Make her bulky enough. She is going to take the hard hits in the front, so make sure she's got as much health as possible, and a little bit of defense too, and a little bit of speed. Nothing else matters. And finally, the healer of the team is Doris. Doris, I played around with her speed a lot. I started her at 280. Was too fast. I slowed her down to, it was too fast in the sense that she would cut and then she would waste hits inside the break phase. I slowed her down to 220 and she wasn't fast enough. She wasn't going where I wanted her to go. I settled on the speed and it worked for the speed range of my team. This is the speed tuning part of Hall of Trials where you're going to have to feel it out and find the best place to run your units. I put her on Prophetic Candlestick just because all of the AoE splash attacks coming in, it gave her additional turns when it was needed. It was nice to help cycle. Her healing skill helped keep my team alive, make sure I could push when I wanted to push, especially inside the break phase where you're constantly getting spammed with AoEs. That can be the difference between her wasting an S1 attack or having her S2 back and being able to pass a turn to somebody who can do actual damage. But if you're having trouble staying alive, by all means, put her on a healing boosting artifact. Put her on Touch of Rekos. Put her on Unfading Memories, or not Shamatter Staff, what's it called? Or put her on Rod of Amaryllis. Any of those would work well. I went ahead and spread her HP a little bit just to help make the other Shire units a little bit tankier. And there you go. That's the whole team. Now let's see how the fight goes. All right, guys. Thanks for letting me record my intro. And I'll just voice over the footage of that last fight later. All right. What were you doing? How many days left in this? 17 days. We're fine. 17 days. Damn. I thought Auto Tower was only 2 weeks long, not 3. Oh, thank you, Chris. You rock. Guild battles here. Oops, wrong button. By the way, guys, when you change your gear, it only refreshes your gear when the game resets. Those of you on global server, Guild Wars starts before reset happens. So when you change your gear, when you make any changes to your units, make sure you back out and you press this update button and bam, that 2 went to a 1. Now my gear's changed. We're used to it just doing it automatically because Guild Wars starts immediately after reset, and reset updates everything for us. But a lot of people are like, I know I changed my teams, I know I changed my defense, and it didn't take because they didn't hit the update button. It's something I'm kind of pushing Smage to do, to have it like auto update at the start of Guild Wars, but right now you got to manually do it or it doesn't count. And for those of you who why isn't Tower a weekly thing? Because it would get like frustratingly boring. It would tedious, I think is the word. It would become tedious. Ugh, God, Brawl is awful. I'm dreading it coming back. I hope they gut it and change it. In its current form, it's miserable. No, but it just makes them objectively better, Giovanni. I think his artifact's so good you probably want 2 of them. That's what I picked up. Ooh. Those speed boots say 29 gear score. Ooh, those boots look nice. If I can avoid this crit chance and get HP on these boots. Oh, Show me, show me, show me. Double 8. Frickin' hell. Okay, just don't hit crit chance again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That stupid fucking game. Oh, okay. It's fine. They just are now for a speed defense scaling unit that doesn't wear destruction set, and I change. They're just good on nobody now. It's two max rolls into crit, dude. It's so much lost gear score. They literally have no use in the game. Arya doesn't want the speed, dude. There's no world where you put Arya on a speed set. They literally just became 103 gear score trash. It's usable on nobody. Because if this had dodged crit chance, it would have been the ultimate ER Knight or Soul Weaver boots. I could use it, like if I had dodged crit chance, I could have used this on dozens of units and changed crit chance to HP. Oh my god. But if I change this crit chance HP, they're going to drop down to like 98 gear score. They'll still be usable, but it's a tragic loss of gear score. And I don't like taking more than a 2-3 hit to gear score tops hit. Oh well. Such a shame. And it's like almost all max rolls too, so it's not like I can even comfortably reset it. Disappointing. Yeah, I got two Arias and neither of them are on speed set. Okay, this can go away. This. God, there's a 25% chance for those to be, or 75% chance for those to be amazing. And it went, nope, 25%. Into the gutter they go. I'm telling you, 103. Let me show you what modifying these to HP would do to them. So that would take it from 16 times 1.6. That's 26 gear score out of that crit chance, and that would go down to 18. It would take 8 gear score off of these boots. So that would take it from 103 down to 95 if I modded this. 103 down to 95. That is a monumental drop in gear score. It's basically turning it into purple gear. If I do that, it's taking a roll away. It's turning it into purple gear. There's no way you take 100 gear score item and rip 8 gear score off of it. No way. Never re-roll a double max hitter into crit chance. The flat defense, sure, I could change it to crit damage, but that's a pretty high roll on flat defense, and it just... There's not a lot of defense scale that use speed, right? I mean, they could... The only unit I can think of these could be good on would be Designer Lilibet, and she doesn't care about ER. So I don't know. It's a piece without a current home, but the robot will find somewhere for it, but right now it's probably just going on a defense scaling Soul Weaver, and the crit chance is just wasted stats. Yeah, Crow doesn't need crit. Crow can only crit on his S2, and that doesn't do a lot of damage, so Crow doesn't need crit. Yeah, right, Death Pod. That's why I'm like, don't take an 8 gear score hit re-rolling a piece, because you never know what's going to come out next. Look at Silverblade Aramentha. Lionheart Cermia, who unfortunately she's not a real unit. If she was a real unit, it could possibly have some uses on her, but I don't know. ER Lionhearts used to be a thing. They did. They were a thing for like about 15 minutes, and it was pretty cool. Okay. But yeah, that's beautiful garbage. Wait, I'm looking for Mui. I think I have a spare Mui laying around somewhere, so I don't have to... Yeah, here we go. You guys want to see a neat trick? Recommended. Destruction set. Confirm. Equip. Okay, so now I got the achievement, right? So now I go to transmit, and I transmit the Mui, and it automatically takes the gear off of him for free, and I don't have to spend gold to unequip him. This is a tip that nobody really talks about. If you've got overloading of gear, you can go into the summon section, and you can go down to friendship summons, and then you can summon a bunch of friendship heroes, right? You know, these three nerds, the Mighty Guardian, these guys, right? And then you can go and find them in your inventory, right? So let's go, we'll just search by 2-star units. It'll make them pop right up. There they are. And now let's check out my inventory, right? I am currently sitting on 653 pieces of gear. Let's pretend it says 753, right? Or let's pretend it just says 700. I don't have room for any more gear. I want to farm. I need to make room. So 653 pieces of gear. So I'll just recommend it. Or not, wrong button. Oops. So I'll just manage equipment. Recommended equipment, confirm, and equip. Don't even look at what it is. Just recommended, confirm, and equip. Bang. And we'll go into the next one here. Manage equipment. Recommended, confirm, bang. Put that gear on him. Costs nothing to equip. And then recommend it. Confirm. Bang. Laggy. Because they did all that Hall of Trials. I'm laggy. So, right, I put all that gear on them, right? So now I'm sitting at 635 pieces of gear instead of 653. I stashed away 18 pieces of gear on those 3 units. Made a lot of room. I could summon a whole bunch more friendship units and stash gear on them too. Get this down into the 400 or 500s. Now I'm good to start farming hunts. I'm good to start farming rift. In the middle of a buff event, this is a good way to stash your plus 15 gear that you don't want. You don't want to waste time stuffing it in the storage where you can't find it. This is a good way for you to stash the gear onto units. And now you go out and farm and do all your stuff. And now that the buff event is over and you're all done, now you can go back to those units and you can hit transmit, and you just transmit all 3 of those gear holding units. And a lot of people are like, oh, but the gear will go away. Notice my gold, 65, 916. Transmit them, 65. It's actually went up a little bit because I got some gold for transmitting them. It didn't cost any gold to unequip them. And for those of you worried that that gear might have gone, instead of 635, I'm back up to 653. The gear went right back into my inventory. So it's an old school trick to stash your gear for buff events and then get it off later so you don't have to spend gold equipping and unequipping gear holders. So there you go. It's for those who just don't want to use the storage, who don't like having to move shit in and out of storage. It's super fast, clean, and easy. And it's actually a net positive in gold because you get money from transmitting those friendship summons. And all of the crappy friendship artifacts that you get, yeah, all those 1 and 2 star artifacts you get summoned as guys, you can use those to level your other artifacts. Because they don't sell for powder, so you may as well just use them to level some artifacts. There you go. A little tip from me to you. Old school, old school tip from back when we had a much smaller inventory and no storage. Hope that helps you guys out. Okay, let's do this fucking shit. Man, I hope YouTube strikes me on this one so I can report it. Guy uploaded this song 6 years ago and said it's free for use. Everybody can use it. Open license. Enjoy it as much as you want. Some asshole came along, downloaded this guy's song, re-uploaded the exact same song about a year and a half ago, and has been DMCA claiming rights to it and demonetizing videos over it. And I can't wait to report, like for YouTube to hit my video with it so I can report this one and say, hey, YouTube, go after this guy. He has stolen somebody else's intellectual property. What a douche. No, Kev, we were done. I gotta go record a video. Your timing. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. Kev is my guildie. You guys should go check him out. Kev. There you go. I just got it done, Kev. We were done. It's over. Well, what do we do now? We can't just end stream right after a raid. It's rude. RTA time. Ah! That was a good one, man. With my units all ripped to shreds because of Hall of Trials, that would be great. I guess we do a little regular arena. Those units, I don't think we touched many of those units for Hall of Trials. Let me see. What was I doing? Made me lose track. Man, I never even got my molas on Monday. Here. What can we buy down here? More. Ooh, Nope. 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 More than... Did I get everything? Yeah, I got everything I cared about. Is there a max on trial currency? I noticed you have $9.99. I hope not. I guess we'll find out next Monday. I don't think there would be. I mean, everything else goes into the 4 digits. I don't see any other currency pegged at $9.99. I think it's just coincidence. Probably selling. You sell some, you get refunds that are kind of an oddball amount. No. Yes. Do we set this team on fire? No. No, we kill the children, but we definitely... Oh, we didn't use any of Gunther's gear. Impressive. Do we use any... Oops, wrong Zeo. Do we use any Zeo's gear? Nope, Zeo's still put together. Use any of your... Oh, we used some of your gear. Who did you lose a torrent piece to? Torrent, crit damage. That's fine. Oh, I think you lost this piece. 100% crit chance. 348. Oh my god, it's 80 gear. Why do I have leveled 80 gear? Euphine? We could use Asphine's piece. This works. I need to go craft some freaking torrent necks. $19, $18, $17, $16. We only need 14. Let's go craft some torrent necks. We just need 14 crit chance on it. It's in the steel workshop now, right? Is it? No, that's reset. This is just crafting. This is crafting EEs. Ah, okay, this is it. Oh. Let's go use one of my... Don't at me over how many freaking blue boxes I have. I know I should... That's why I'm farming Eulogy, so I can get enough gold to go through these 10 billion freaking mod boxes. Why is Lilius on triple torrent? Reasons. Let me craft this neck and I'll show you. Show me crit chance. Nothing else matters. Lame. It's a speed check, though. Oh, repeat craft. Forgot that was there. This is so expensive. Crit chance. Damn it. Crit chance. Yeah, Alejandro, it sure is. Ooh, maybe. No. Bad craft. No cookie. Okay, we just need 2 big hits in crit chance. 2 big hits. 2. Show me a 2. Oh, crit chance. And a speed check. Okay, game. 2 hits and crit chance. Right there. 2 hits. Right there. Right there. Easy peasy. We even got a big-ass health roll. This is really nice for Lilius. We take it. Man, it's overkill. It's way overkill. Boop. All right. Let's see. And you're wearing gear, right? Increased critical hit chance by 50% is already shown in her stats. It's already included in these stats. If I take all of her gear off, it'll say plus 50 here. Yeah, they changed that a while back, and it has caused some confusion. This looks beautiful. Okay. We hurt you the most. No, we're not setting the child on fire. We're sending an axe murderer after the child. One for you. Activate Crow, please. Come on. The one Crow on the frickin' server who's asleep. Wake up, Crow. Wake up. Counter me. Counter. I'm so embarrassed for you, Crow. Get him, Lilius. Into the chipper shredder you go. What is this top team? Yeah, you saw it too, right, Chris? I was like, what am I looking at? He's probably like a 290 DN. And he's trying to outspeed people with that DN. Nope, it is a dog water slow DN. Built my Lilius all wrong. It is not a normal Lilius. It is a very specific tech Lilius, but I'm not using her anywhere else. So I figured I'd have fun with it. You guys know Mort was my very first ML unit back in 2019 when I cleared Chapter 1. And I got, if he counters me again, I'm dead. I just got to drop the S3 even though the child's going to live. Back in early 2019, I completed Chapter 1. I got my first ML5 summon, and out popped Gunther, and I was so excited. I'm like, how good is Gunther? How good is Gunther? And I was like, he's garbage. He's the worst ML5 or ML3 in the game. I was so sad. I was so sad. But then I resolved one day I will make a better Gunther, a perfect Gunther, and I will show everybody that my Gunther will make Agrina great, like with strippers and blackjack kind of great. And I think I've finally done it now. It only took 7 years, but Gunther is meta usable in the arena. I wish I could have a Lil Frida. You aren't going to like the answer, but you can. It's just going to cost you about $60. You can go and buy the Robin tickets and pick up the selector ticket. Frida's included in the Robin selector. Other than that, you can wait until August, September for Anniversary when they'll do more selector tickets, and she'll probably be in that one. Probably. I liked the game back then. It was more simple. Nah, man. Nah. This things were better back in my day attitude. No, they weren't. The game is so much better now. It was just new and fresh, and we were all in the honeymoon phase, man. But you want some back in my day stories? You know, back in my day, main stats weren't fixed. There was RNG to them. You didn't always get 40 speed on your speed main boots. In fact, if they weren't red, the max they could possibly roll is 35. They had to be red boots to get 40 main stat speed. Did you know rings and accessories weren't drops? The only place you could get them was to either buy them in the shop, or you went and farmed as McAllis. You went and farmed Labyrinth and hoped for random decent drops in there. There was no pity. There were no mystic summons. The only way you could get new ML5s when they were released was through Galaxy bookmarks and buying Galaxy bookmark packs. Yeah, Commander Lorena took like 4 days worth of farming the urgent missions to get enough currency to do the Commander Lorena specialty change, and then when you finally did the Commander Lorena specialty change, she usually didn't win her specialty change fight. You know, when you do the final one and she does like an exhibition fight that is pull my finger easy. Yeah, C. Lorena kept losing that one. You'd have to do that fight 10, 15 times before you could actually complete the mission, because they made the fight stronger than the unit. It was crazy. They used to have these things called red Molagora. They were called Molagora Goes. And then they had black Molagora. They looked like this. And they were called Molagora Goras. And it took 5 Molagora to make 1 Molagora Gora. And it took 5 Molagora Goras to make, or Molagora Goes. And it took 5 Molagora Goes to make 1 Molagora Gora. And it took 3 of these per unit to plus 15. Hundreds of Molagora to plus 15 a unit instead of just 30. Hundreds, plural. It was a crazy different world back then, man. The no pity was brutal, man. Watching Carr lose his mental, spending hundreds of dollars pulling for a Seaside Bologna to try to get his first Rengar drink. He was like deep into the triple S Bolognas before he got his first drink. I literally thought he was going to break down on camera. It was brutal. Yeah. I remember in the before times. Oh, Gunther's way ahead of Lilius. That's a little weird. 89, 88. It's not a fast Parsetti. It's just a weird spread. I'm still going to push back this guy. What's going on with Crow today? I've hit like 5 Crow's like 5 times so far, and he's not countered once. It feels weird. I guess he did counter Ludwig earlier. Bam! Bye, Crow. Oh, no holy sack. Stick one of these in here. Oh, why'd you drag the pool floaty girl? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Everybody into the chipper shredder. That killed on a miss, guys. Mort equals Crow. It's late. Yes, I meant more. Mort. Okay. Could just do this one again, but this looks fun. Let's cleave the top. The bottom one's safer, but I like cleaving. Let's cleave the top. I'm down in Challenger. I D-ranked at the beginning of the season, so I'm fighting like ridiculous stuff. You like that Lilius, Jazzy? Not even gonna burn. Just rip them apart. Pew. Poof. Hey, I'm glad to hear it, Rogan. Glad to hear it, man. Thank you. Means a lot. Yeah, this is fine. It's like he forgot Harsetti. he built a Harsetti team and forgot Harsetti. What arty's on Gunther? I have him on, I mean, the best artifact would be a plus 30, Sigurd Scythe. It would give him the most attack, but I ran out of Sigurd Scythe, so I just gave him Teyu's artifact. I think it gave him plus 17 attack. It was better than my plus 15 Sigurds I had laying around. Oh, you thought... Yeah, that would be crazy if this was RTA. Let me see. You're most likely to be on Holy Sack, so we'll hit you first. Nope, Mature Sunglasses. We can ignore you now. And stuff one in here. And now everything is dead. At this point, just give Free to greater attack buff, right? Mort, would you kindly go to the back of the line? Mort, would you kindly die to the pool floaty of death? Boop. What's the most up-to-date site where I can look up builds? It's called Epic 7 the game. You want me to show you where? So many people don't know about this, and it's so good. So, first, before we go any further, let me show the Gunther team to the people that are asking. So, this is just all I did was 100% crit, 350 crit damage. It's all that matters on triple torrent. If you can't do triple torrent, go for Rage Torrent or Destro Torrent, but triple torrent is ideal. I put her on a damage boosting artifact. Tonfa works. What do you call it? Mature Sunglasses works. Symbol of Unity works. It's whatever to boost the damage up. And Gunther is just as much attack as you can stuff on him, and an artifact that gives raw attack. I'm using this because it's plus 17, and Sigurd Scythe is plus 15 at you know, I didn't want to give him my plus 30 Sigurds. That's married to Bystander Hua. Although a plus 30 Sigurds would be better. Just give him all the attack you can give him. He gives 90% of his attack to Lilius, so my Lilius is chilling out with, what is this, 9054 times this plus the attack buff is 1.67. So this is 15,100 attack times 0.9. So it makes my Lilius 13,600 attack, 350 crit damage, and that's why everything explodes when she has threes. Okay, so you guys want to see how to build a unit, right? Let's say you want to see how to, you know, how is everybody building, I don't know, what's a good one? How is everybody building BBK? So you find your BBK, you click on this little sword and shield down here, and you click on View Reviews, and it will take you to the View Reviews page. And I always recommend you ignore this and go for the last 2 months. Unless a balance patch for this unit just happened, then go ahead and look at the after the balance patch. But if it's not, like, if the balance patch isn't within, well, the last 2 months, always look at the last 2 months. And then you can click on these cross swords and shields and look at their builds. So this guy is running a counter BBK with a shit ton of ER. And this guy is running a Destro Torrent BBK with a little bit of ER and base speed. And this guy is running a high effectiveness BBK with immunity, which is actually pretty big brain. This guy said, screw ER, I'm just going giga damage, and he's running kind of middling speed. This guy is running it's the same guy. And this guy's running a little closer to mine, a little faster. He said, screw ER, I'm just going big damage. So, and this guy's running, he said, screw damage, I'm running giga fast and relying on a greater attack buff from Alexa's. And, Penset's weird. I guess he wants his S1 to hit harder. It's a weird build, but it's going to surprise some people at the speed. So you can literally see how people are building them in the game. Dozens and dozens of options to get an idea of how people are building them. And I like it better than using Hero Library, because Hero Library pulls off fribbles is just going to show you like the top 100 gear score units. And you're mostly going to look at that and go, wow, I can't build any of this shit. Oh, look at that. You can't click on the EEs. That's a little disturbing. Wait, did I get it there? There it is. Yeah, just press and hold and you can see the EEs. So this guy's on the number 1 EE. That guy's on the number 1 EE. I mean, let's be real. They're all going to be on the number 1 EE. And you can press and hold on the gear if you want to see specifically how he built the gear. It's like, okay, he went attack, speed, and crit. So it's a nice little way to look at common builds in the game, right? And it'll also show you the date that he posted it, so you know this is very current. He posted this April 11th of this year. But you can also go to a hero library, just Google Fribbles Hero Library, and you can look at how the top ones are geared. But I think a lot of people look at those and they get discouraged and think, well, I can't build this, so I can't build the units. This lets you see, somewhat relatable builds. How should I build Arbiter as a new unit? Something like this. Just give him the free attack set. Try to get him to 100% crit chance, and don't worry about anything else. Just let him mow people down. Maybe a little speed would be nice. This is more of a PvP build where you're running him kind of fast, so he's got a chance to do an attack before he dies and comes back and does another attack. But, yeah, just put the free attack set on him. Focus on getting 100% crit chance. Once you've got the 100% crit chance, put the rest into attack and crit damage. Nothing else matters. But yeah, if you want to see the other one, all you got to do is go to Google and search for Fribbles Hero Library, and it looks like this. And all you gotta do is type in the unit. So who do we look at before? We looked at Bloodblade Corinne. Click this, hit search, and this is... Is it broken now? Does Hero Library no longer work? Did he stop doing this? It says loading, but nothing's coming up. I wonder if he stopped doing it. It's been lag. Oh, there we go. There we go. So this is based on Fribbles, and you can see, the majority of people run these artifacts. What percentage run these artifacts? The majority of people are going Destro Torrent, but some are going Speed Torrent, some are going Destro Immunity. A handful of people are going Counter. Not as many Counter BBKs out there as you would think, right? Not up at the high end. At the high end, 50% of the people are either Speed or Destro. And then you can come down and you say, well, I want to run Counter, so highlight this one. And now you're seeing all of the counter pen builds. Or say, no, I want counter immunity. So now you're seeing all the counter immunity builds. And you're seeing their scores. And you can use this information to go into Fribbles and say, I want to have at least 100 crit chance. I want to have 164 MCD. And you can try to replicate the builds. But I am not a huge fan of using this, because look at these gear scores. 465, 464, 456. Holy shit, guys. My BBK is a machine of murder, and my BBK is, let's see here. My BBK is a machine of murder, and she is... Damn it, game. She's only 402 gear score. Those guys have 60 gear score over me, and my BBK works fine. So I think trying to build off of the hero library can sometimes be intimidating, especially for new to mid-game players. It's just going to make you feel like you can't play this game, you can't compete, you can't do what other people do. So I like using the in-game assets better. You'll get more reasonable builds, especially if you start looking through and find other people who posted that are maybe closer to your level. Oh, and if you're trying to figure out what artifacts and what EEs to run to, there is another there's another button on this screen right here. Instead of going to view reviews, you can click view statistics. If you're on your device, it'll open right in the game. If you're on the PC client, it will open an exterior document. But you can see the top 3 are running winter on speed crit, speed hit, and attack, and it shows you the percentages. Unlike Hero Library, which shows you like the top 10, this only shows you the top 3. Same thing with artifacts, it shows you the top 3 most popular artifacts. And if there's exclusive equipment, it'll show you the top 3 preferred exclusive equipments. The stat thing is just kind of a heat map. I would just look at the units rather than the heat maps. So that's there too, as a more esoteric, get a feel for how it's built, what artifacts they're wearing, what equipment sets they're wearing, and then you can take this information and go straight into the reviews, into the library, and start looking at actual builds. This guy did the speed hit version. He's using the #1 artifact. And you kind of get a feel and see how they molded them too, right? 5-1-3. This guy's not even plus 15. In the right situations, she can be a threat to Lua comps. It's true. Back in 2023, that was very true. Now there's no such thing as a Lua comps. Is there a way to set a resolution on the PC client? I do not believe so. The only reason I'm running widescreen is because I'm on a widescreen monitor. A very widescreen monitor. It's something I've asked Smage, is there a way to set the resolution so that people can enjoy the full, widescreen view, to see the whole lobby, see the deer head hanging on the wall, see the doors over here. You don't see that on a normal phone size screen. You only see it on the wide screen. And if you're one of those people who's trying to play this game on a laptop and it's super freaking small, and you're trying to fire up the stove client and you can't see it because the play button right here is like off the bottom of your screen because the resolution is so freaking low, just go into your settings and temporarily turn the zoom on your screen up so that you can make this smaller, and then you can click on the button and put the zoom back. It's a kind of an annoying step, but we've asked them to allow us to resize this more, because resizing it down, some of the tinier screens, people that are playing this game like on Chromebooks and things like that, some of them are struggling to see this button because this client is so big, the button's off the screen. So it's a new PC client. It just came out in December, so we are looking for ways to improve it and changing resolutions, setting widescreen mode even if your computer's not widescreen. Those are all things we've asked for. You do not have Harsetti built in my Discord. Lies, I say. Here's my Discord. We'll go in. We'll look at the build. We'll look at the build showcase. We'll type in Harsetti search. There's Harsetti, and here is where I was just trying to go full on effectiveness build, and I think I changed away from this. And then I shifted over to an injury damage build. And then, anyway, if you go all the way to the bottom, this is eventually what I settled on. Here's my injury build, injury DPS Harsetti. And here is my fast Harsetti, which I kind of like better than my effectiveness Harsetti. I don't use an effectiveness one much. I kind of like having the option, depending on what my opponent's done, to be able to drop fast or slow Harsetti, depending on how I see my units going against his units, on the incredibly, incredibly rare occasion that Harsetti's not pre-banned, which is like 1 in 1,000 freaking fights. But yeah, all my units should be in there. I need to update it. I try to update it like once a month. So I think it was last updated in what, February, February 4th. So yeah, I do need to update it some. Would I ever do a stream where I coach an account up live? Probably not, because I would have no way of safely streaming it. So here's the thing, right? I can't log on to your accounts. I'd lose my content creator status. People would go up my ass. We're not allowed to log on to other people's accounts. So the only way I could do it is to screen share your screen. And if I screen share your screen, I'm not saying you would ever do this, but some assholes out there would think it'd be funny and edgy that while I am broadcasting to 300 people on YouTube, you quickly switch your screen to porno. And there goes my entire YouTube account. So, you know, you always gotta like be careful of people thinking they're being funny and edgy and landmining your account and playing DMCA music, things like that. So we are working, you know, I'm happy to coach people. I've done paid coaching before. If people need help doing Hall of Trials, if people need help doing Abyss, things like that, sure, no problem. But doing it live on stream, it's something we're trying to work out with Smilegate, but they're still drawing a hard line in the sand about logging on to other people's accounts. They're not willing to bend on that at all. They're still pretty pissed off about the 2022 World Cup. So unfortunate. Now, you know, if we're going to hang out offline in a Discord chat room, then shit, yeah, all day long. But I can't safely do it in broadcast. Not somebody that I just don't know. Use the free injury set from Arena this month or the injury set from AI, whichever rolls better. Oh, you were telling Kyle, I'm not asking. My bad. Hell no, I'm never using Harsetti. Good man, Kylon, good man. Why? Because she's anti-fun. A lot of units have debuffs in their kit, but Harsetti is the first unit to have an anti-fun debuff in her kit. If you really, really, really want to know the dirty laundry, what happened with that World Cup, go to Google, type in TristenWulf E7WC drama. I think that should pull it up. Yeah, right here. What the hell is going on with Marguerite in the E7 World Cup 2023 post? And it'll tell you all about it. Tell you all about how it went down. I don't want to get into it. I don't like... We got too many new people, and the game is in a much better place, but nobody likes a cheater. Anyway, 2 more arena fights, guys, and then I'm going to wrap it up and go make that video. Let's see, what do we got? Weird. How... I don't think I care. I don't think I care that Zio's there. I don't care if it's a 300 speed Celine. This is a 321 speed Luna. As long as it's not like a 310 speed Celine with speed RNG on the side, I should be fine. I hate that they have weekends without free and equip, period. Mirage game or Mirror Gaming. Do you think they nerf A-lots? Or do you think they nerf a lot of units during November? The last time they nerfed a 5-star unit that wasn't named Firehua Young was in November of 2019. October, November 2019. And the game damn near EOS'd as a result. Oh shit, if she's on Secret Arm Storm Sword, I could be screwed here. She's not on Secret Arm Storm Sword. Goober has her on Dust Devil. We're good. The Era Sage Ball RB nerf, yep. That damaged the game. The ML selector damn near ruined the game. We barely survived the ML selector. Doing an ML selector was one of the stupidest things this game ever did. And just when they were starting to tip their noses back up, pet snacks. Remember pet snacks? Holy shit, pet snacks. Yeah, I've done most of the upper level Abyss floors, Spec Slayer, but the videos are old. They're dated. They've got, they don't have a lot of the newer units. I know Sue, I am underscore TSU. He's done most of the Abyss floors, and he's done it with new and free units to make it a lot easier. You're sealed, so you're gonna die. You two are gonna die. You're tanky. You're gonna die on the next hit. I don't even need to burn anymore. Let's just kill everything. Except floor 15. Fair, Pro Cub, fair. Poof. Yeah, a lot of videos have I've got to go through all of my videos. So many of my videos I need to go through just retag as obsolete information. So much shit has changed. Yeah, try I'm Sue's channel, Nate. God, I really don't want to do it. It's so much work for so little views, and so few people care, and Sue's already done it. So I just rather would promote Sue's videos wherever I can. Which floor are you having trouble with, Nate? Which floor is that? 99? I know Sue did 99. Where is it here? I'm underscore TSU Abyss 99. Abyss floor 99 updated for new players 2024. New player beginner's guide. Yes. Easy floor, yes. Long floor, yes. Annoying floor, absolutely yes. Try this, man. If this doesn't work out for you, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Try this video. If you can't make this work, here's a link. If you can't make this work, DM me in Discord, and I'll do a video just for you on beating this floor. But he tries to do it with units every freaking buddy has, right? I mean, everybody has Tam, everyone has Vivian, everyone has Ross, everyone has Commander Lorena. Just make sure, if you beat with this, you make sure you go into your comments and you say, but what if I don't have the Lorena? Because it really pisses them off when people say that. Never heard of him. Check him out. He is usually the guy that rides second seat with me for the podcast. Very knowledgeable guy. Really good at breaking things down, explaining how things work in this game. He's worth a follow just for his unit breakdowns, his Abyss floors. Sharp as a knife. There you go. For those of you guys in Twitch, there's a link to his channel. But you should definitely check him out on YouTube. Okay, one more fight. We can cleave this. Or we can... Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Can the Axeman murder this with FCC? Hey, Nate, thank you for the super, my man. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that, but I'm glad you did. Thank you. Appreciate the support. I don't know. Maybe we should set this on fire. Should we set this one on fire? I think we set this one on fire. Now, Hua dies first. There is no child. You're right, so child abuse won't work, but they're flammable. Okay, burn into you. Hua can't kill anybody if Hua is dead. Oh my god, it's counter Hua. I mean, I don't know why it surprises me. All of them are. Push up. What's the child abuse team? Is for killing young Senya. This was a fast Harsetti. I almost got boned by a fast Harsetti. Wow, that was a sentence, wasn't it? Fast Harsetti, the Gunther team, probably wouldn't work against a fast Harsetti. So I'm glad we decided to burn it to the ground. Okay, hold on to this. Okay, one down. That Arius is a pain in my ass. Get him, Flame Alchemist. Pew. Pool floaty of death. Boop. Yeah, right? You remember that win? That was a brutal scene. Bye, lazy cat. Yeah, the nice thing about Roy is he's not focus-based, so I can use him. Rylet's a little harder because this chick is everywhere. So it makes it a little tougher to use Rylet. Yay, free stuff. Alright, guys. We're out of stuff to do and out of time. I'm going to put up the Hall of Trials guide here, and I'll work on a couple of other guides. Some people have asked for specialty change tier lists. Is there anything specific you guys would like to see go up next? I was going to do a quick one on which units you should specially change, and do a quick one on the reputation heroes. What reputation heroes are worth picking up and which ones are kind of passes. But tomorrow the big deal is going to be all about Renak. I got something special for you guys. I just got to find it. Thought I saved it. Is it gone? That's not it. I'll find it for next time, guys. It's pretty freaking cool cosplay. Is the Goblin Salesman gone? He is. He is gone. What time is the reveal at? In about 7.5 hours, 8 hours. Yeah, 7.5 hours. Top 10 tier list for everything from PvP to PvE artifacts, RGB. You want like a 5-hour long video? Is that what you're asking for, Carlos? All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Let's send you somewhere fun. Who is streaming? A lot of people are streaming Epic 7 right now. Wow. Everybody go say hi to Tsuchikage. Longtime friend of the stream. Go give him some support. And thanks for being here, helping me not be so bored while I was doing my Hall of Trials team. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one, everybody. When are we getting Hall? You already got the Hall reward. It doesn't look like you did, but you did. If you go and you look, the amount of stuff you have, it's in there. It just didn't proc the screen that shows you got the reward. It was a visual glitch, but everybody got the rewards. All right, guys. Be safe. Be good, or at least be good at it. Take care, everybody.